Teamster Power 767 Reality Check with Jeff Schenfeld and Garfield Hooper. Hi, welcome to another episode of Teamster Power Reality Check. This week's going to be a little bit different. Our local 767 had two losses this week.
Yeah.
We lost a sister and a brother. Jeremy Cook out of the Lone Star Building, the Red Oak Center, and Dusty Souls. She was out of the Sulphur Springs Building. I mean, it's sad. It's sad, and we just wanted to make this, about them, right? I
Yep.
mean, it's important. I mean, I didn't know either of them. Shane knew Dusty, Jennie knew Jeremy, but we're all Teamster brothers and sisters, and we care, right? We care,
Yeah.
and so I think we'll start, the with Jeremy. So, Jennie, I'm going to ask you something. What kind of person was Jeremy?
Um, I he came off as very angry. So when he came, he had this angry face, but that was just I guess a facade. Once you got to know him, he was a
Yeah,
really sweet guy. He really cared about people. Um, his customers his customers said they're gonna miss him and their dogs will miss him. He didn't let things go. Like you knew he cared.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, but you had to get under that tough exterior that a lot of guys have. So
yeah,
um he was into scuba diving. He was looking forward to going to Honduras to go scuba diving and maybe open up a shop there. He had a 17-year-old son. Um, and like even after the car accident and everything, he was an organ donor. So his family was nice enough to invite UPS to come there. So there was several of us there, and it was, it's it shows you that there was something underneath, you know. So, but he's gonna be missed. Um,
yeah.
he had his own demons that he was dealing with, but it's just hard to see people taken out like that, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. They just, it's tough, and leave behind. It's a loss, right? Whether they're a father, a son, or whatever. It's the void. There's a void there now, and it I just hate just it's just horrible, 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 and that's why we just want everyone to just be safe. Anytime. It's not just work. It's we just want everyone to be safe, and and make it home, right? So, but we I think that with these two losses, people are coming together, right? People are coming together, and that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. I mean, we have our differences, but when it comes to things like this, I think it's important. It really is. So as of right now, for Jeremy, there's no GoFundMe, whatnot. Maybe someone will speak to the family first.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
Even, I've been talking to his son a little bit. His son is kind of, let me ask my grandmother. So,
yeah,
if we could get one going, it would be nice to, I mean, the son's 17, so
Yeah.
he's got his future ahead of him. It might help. I'm not sure.
yeah,
So just waiting to hear back and go from
yeah,
there.
yeah. It's the respectful thing. We'll wait if there's if they want to or not. We can help them set it up. And so now, other loss was Dusty Souls out of Sulphur Springs. Shane, you knew her. You knew her since she was young.
Yes, she lived on the route that I delivered to in Celeste, and I
Mm,
was on that route for about 17 years. So I knew Dusty from about the time she was 5. And I mean, I've known her parents. I knew her father. He passed away about 9 months ago, and Dusty was just Dusty could get mad at you real quick, and then in about 45 minutes to an hour, it would be like, what do it would be just she's forgot about it. She had a pretty good temper, but everybody she was one of those people that everybody loved.
Yeah.
I mean, from her customer, she was a swing driver. So, but every time she went on your route, everybody go, man, I sure did like that girl. That you can send her back anytime. Anytime you're off, make sure Dusty comes, and everybody knew her, and everybody loved her. She was kind of a quirky human being. I mean, she was just a funny person. I mean,
Yeah.
and she'll be remembered at our building for a long time.
Yeah.
Our building's been in Silver Springs since 73 or 74, and this is the first. We lost a driver in a car accident, not in a UPS truck, but in a car accident. Kirk Walker, but that's the only other tragedy we've had in the 30, 40 years or 50 years that this building has been in existence. But this
Yeah.
really hit home because all the older drivers knew Kirk, but from the preloaders to the local sort, everybody in that building knew Dusty. They knew Dusty. I mean, she worked both shifts. She started as a preloader, then worked local sort, then went to driving. Then she was in the lower seniority, so she'd been laid off, and she worked both shifts. So Dusty touched everybody's life at this building. And that's what makes this so hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you couldn't help but like Dusty.
Yeah. And you said she had a 4-year-old son?
She had a 4-year-old son. He just turned 4 Friday, the day after her accident.
Jeez. Yeah.
And we UPS, Brian Johnson and Gerald Peden, our center manager, Gerald Peden and Brian Johnson, our own road suit. Me and Johnson and my wife went to Walmart and bought the little boy some toys and took over there Friday for his birthday. And then I've been on the phone a lot with Dave. The union has really stepped up, and he's told me everything we needed to do for this
Good.
family, how to get them through. We've got a GoFundMe page for her family. Scott was over there with us, and we talked to her about how to get the life insurance and
Good.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, the union has really stepped up. I mean, I'm proud. I've always been proud to be a Teamster, but I'm really proud to be a Teamster of what we've done or what they've done through
Yeah.
this whole deal. And I will say management. I mean, I'm not going to leave out UPS. I mean,
Hmm?
they didn't have to buy that little boy toys. I mean, and
Yeah.
and they've really done good with the family also. It's I mean, at the end of the day, we're all family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether I sit across the table on stuff with management, we're still all in this together. And at times like this, we've all come together. I mean, I wish we could get along more without stuff like this, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has. I mean, it's just a hard time, you
Yeah.
know. And another driver there, Stan Fisher, he's helped me with this, with the GoFundMe page and the collecting of the donations that we've collected. I mean, and everybody has been, I mean, over the top. I just I can't say enough how much we thank everybody for everything they've done. I mean, it's just been,
The support's there.
it's really amazing how everything has taken off on this.
That's
And,
good.
I want
That's
to thank,
good to see. I
I want to
mean,
thank, like I said, I want to thank everybody that sent donations, prayers, and just asked for anything that what they could do to help. And I really do appreciate it. I really
yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's about, right? I mean, we're all trying to, we're all trying to help each other anyway, right? I mean,
Oh
like I
yeah.
said, we have differences, but at the end of the day, we're out here trying to help each other and, and just be better or whatever it is, whatever it is. I mean, I mean, it's just, it's just tough. Not one, but two. I mean, just any is bad, but just two and young, very young, you
Yeah.
know, and it's, I think no one is going to forget, right? No one's going to forget them. That's people are speaking up, and I've seen stuff out there, Facebook. People from across the country are sending. You
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not just talking about Teamsters in our
Yep.
local. I'm
Yep.
talking about everywhere.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it's
I do
just
know with Jeremy's family, he really appreciated the family really appreciated us being there. Just it was a part of his life, but it wasn't something that they saw that often. So when we stepped up and came in, they were grateful for that. So we're hurting too, but not to the
Not
extent that
like
his family.
them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we just, like you said, we do what we can, right? And hopefully, speak to the family. Maybe we can start a GoFundMe. Get some money together. They have a GoFundMe for Dusty, and it's in times like this, like I said, this is, and I'll repeat it. This is what you want to see, and this is good. This is good. Out of bad, there's good. You know what I'm saying? Like people coming together.
I want to say that this podcast was started as a result of a tragedy in my center, and we do this to help people like Shane and Jennie, get through this, and to help put the word out, that regardless of our differences for whatever reason, that us as Teamsters, when we come together, we are a family. We're brothers and sisters, and like Shane said, I wish that it wouldn't take something like this to bring us all together. But when it happens, it happens.
Yep.
We focus a lot on this podcast about safety and about knowledge, and I just want to reiterate that the safety is in your hands when you're out there, when you're in the building, and just take that extra second if you need to make sure everything's there, make sure everything's safe around you, make sure look both ways, because
yes. And
it's
do it in your personal vehicle, not
yeah,
just not
100%.
just
Absolutely.
I mean, I've trained my kids to drive. My kids are older, but if I'm still living with my grandkids to drive,
Yeah.
uh, things I've learned at UPS. I mean, I know we sit and go, "Oh God, here we go." But if you really think about it,
Yep.
they are safe. I mean, the stuff that they train you, if you'll train your kids, and an accident's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're on the road 5 days, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, sometimes more.
Mhm.
Accidents happen. It's just they're going to happen.
Yep.
But if you can try to prevent that accident, then you're better off. I mean, it's we have a lot of young drivers at our building, and we call them the ET Club, and I give them a hard time. They just want to go home,
Yeah.
like ET. And I know they want to go to ball games, they want to go to dance recitals, they want to go to their kids' parties or whatever. And I told them Friday, I said, I joke with y'all about that, but at the end of the day, if you're rushing to make a ball game, a ball practice, a dance practice, not the recital, just remember, if you're rushing so much, you may not see graduation, and you might not see a wedding.
Yeah.
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 I might see a grandkid born. I'm just telling you, it's that one ball game's not the rest of your child's life or your life. So just keep that in mind, in the future after this day is all I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to the
Yeah.
younger. I mean, that's
And
because I've been there. I've rushed to make a ball game.
yeah.
And if I can tell them one thing, I mean, it's Dusty ain't going to be there to see her. She just can't. You just got to be aware of what's around you. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to make.
That's it.
And like you said, we give UPS a lot of shit, but ultimately some of the safety tools that they hammer into us, they're effective.
Yes.
Yep.
And if I could say this to anybody, because I imagine, we probably have a few, younger drivers and, preloaders and stuff that listen to this. But if we've got some old timers that listen in, just be aware, and in the future is like, try to impress upon this the drivers that look up to you. Try to impress upon this the drivers that listen to you. That one ball
Take the
games.
time.
Yeah, take the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always take the time, to educate, and that's everything right there. Educating with everything.
Yeah.
Take that time because they want to learn stuff, right? And if it's safety, if it's this, it's that, just general things in life that they talk to you about, right? I mean, it's not always about work. It's
Oh, no.
other things, and you have to take that time. And I made sure in my career that I've always taken that time, because I had people take that time when I was just starting. So, it's important. It's important, but
It's just like when when you're a kid and your father tells you something, you're like, that old guy.
yeah,
It's no different at work.
Yeah.
I know I've been there. Those older guys say, "Hey man, you need to slow down." And I was like, whatever.
yeah,
But now that I'm 34 years in, 33 and a half, 34 years in, I'm like, that old guy was right.
yep,
I mean, he wasn't wrong.
I say that
And,
about Shane all the time.
yeah, because I am an old guy. I'm not lying.
yep, absolutely,
I'm not getting no younger.
Yeah. So listen, I'm glad we talked about this. I'm glad it needed to, right? I didn't want it just to go as, two people passed away and nothing was said, right?
Yeah.
And more people can speak about it and whatnot. And there are people, if you need to talk to someone, there are people that you can talk to.
Yes.
Okay. The union offers it, the company offers it,
The
yeah,
company
just
at our building, Gerald got a deal where you can call.
Yeah.
There's a guy, if you want him to come to our building. Scott told him about what the union. I mean, that was all covered that morning. Like I said, the union. I'm just real proud to be a Teamster of what Dave and Scott. Those are the only two people I've talked to, that have done.
yeah.
With reaching out to me to tell people what to do, and even Gerald on the company side of what they're trying to do to, because there was some of the younger people that were. I mean, I was close to Dusty, like I said, because I knew her from when she was little. But a lot of the younger drivers, I mean, they came up together, and they were, it was pretty hard on them. I mean, they were all friends. A lot of them had kids the same age, and so, every now and then you need to talk to somebody that's got a little more sense than myself and some of the other drivers. I mean, I don't have the answer for everything. I can help you as best I can, but I don't. Some answers I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so like we were saying, we will post the GoFundMe for Dusty, and if something comes about for Jeremy, we will post that. Absolutely. Again, I just want to reiterate, thank you, the union for doing, what they've done, the company, everyone in this situation. We're mourning the loss of a fellow Teamster, brother and sister, and again, they were mothers, daughters, sons, fathers, right? And we just wanted to, give that respect to them, talk about them, and it's not something we're gonna forget. It's not an everyday, thing where something like this happens, but we show what Teamsters were about, right? So
Yeah.
I just so for myself, Garfield, Shane, and Jenny, thank you very much. Have a good day.
We all deal with national language, but on this podcast, when it comes to supplemental language, we deal mostly with the southern region. And as always, it's best to get advice from your local stewards or business agents. If you would like to reach out to us with any questions, we have an email address, 767realitycheck@gmail.com. That's 767realitycheck@gmail.com.
And remember, strong people stand up for themselves, but the strongest people stand up for others.